Hi, this is Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Well, it's been a while since I made my last video. Man, it's probably been a month now. Been real busy. Just haven't had the time, but I'm kind of ready to go here. I'm going to show you some my top 10, maybe top 11 strip cards, W cards. Before I do that, though, man, I've been kind of John Mangini. If you've watched my channel, I'm sure you watch his, and some of his recent videos, he's been challenging me, calling me a snob, lifting weights, wanting to have like a face-off with our oddball collections. But I keep telling John, it's about the cards. It's not who has the better collection, the best collection. It's about the cards. So I'm not going to make a video promoting the cards that you have and you're the snob out here in YouTube land. It's about the cards. I enjoy showing cards. I enjoy researching the cards, but I'm not into who's got the best collection on YouTube. So, John, just knock it off and show your cards, being proud of your cards, like I'm proud of mine, and quit harassing me. Now, on to my W collection, my strip card collection. Now, there's over 40 different sets, strip card sets, probably more, maybe 50 or more, but there's at least 40 plus different sets. Most of them were issued between 1920 and 1930, most of them. And they were basically cut out of a sheet, hand cut out of a sheet. They were given out by different merchants, salespeople. Either they give you the full sheet or they cut them out and put them in to whatever package that you purchased. Who made them? Totally unknown. Totally unknown. It would be great to find out who made these particular strip cards and sold them. Probably a salesperson went around selling these, giving them out as a promotion. But we just don't know, for the most part, who made the strip cards. So I'd like to show you my top 10 or 11 strip cards that I have in my collection. These are definitely oddball cards. And we're going to start with the 1931 W517. And these are rather large strip cards. This is actually my first Babe Ruth I ever picked up. It's probably going on 20 to 30 years ago. And as you can see, it's an actual picture of the Babe here, 1931, an SGC holder. And I believe these were actually made. Now, I think we know who made these, and that was the Exhibit Supply Company who made these exhibit cards. And backtrack here, the W, when it has a W up here by the standard catalog, by the American card catalog, they designated the letter W for strip cards and exhibit cards. So we believe that the Exhibit Supply Company made the W517 cards, were the maker of them. Now, how were they distributed? Well, one of the auction houses in the past few years here showed a box, or was sold a box, auctioned off a box that said championship draw. And what you would do, these were attached 3 in a row vertically. So you would have them kind of like this, 3 in a row, and then you would separate them by cutting them apart. And the winner, when you pulled out of the box, you would have a chance at the bottom. There there's different colors on the bottom. For instance, my W517 here of Lou Gehrig, on the bottom here, you can see it's like a reddish pink here down below. So this is probably the bottom card when you pulled it out. And you would win a large bar, I guess candy bar. If you pulled out a green one, you would win a small candy bar. And the grand prize, you would win a ball. And it would cost you $1 to pull out, a penny for a chance to win something. And again, it was 3 cards vertically. So these are my 2 best W517 cards. I've got this one at the National, the last National from somebody that it wasn't graded. I got it graded myself, got a really good deal on it. And like I said, the Ruth here is, this was my very first Ruth I picked up, 25 years ago. Probably got this one for like $100, $150. A card like this most likely is probably going for, I don't know, between $1,000, $2,000, and the Gehrig most likely closer to, in this condition on a 2, probably close to $800 to $1,000. So really cool. The next one I'd like to show you is the 1928 W502 of Lou Gehrig in a PSA 5 here. Now, what's interesting about these is these are blank back, but it does say hand cut blank back here. I don't believe these were hand cut. I don't even believe these are strip cards. I believe that these are related to the 1928 Sweetman, the Harringtons, the Griner's bread. They have the same exact checklist as this one, and also the same pictures, but those have advertising on the back. So most likely, again, whoever made the Griner's bread or the Sweetman or the Harringtons probably made these, but they are, like I said, blank back. Maybe, and some of these on the back would have 1 banger, a stamp on it, 2 bangers, maybe 3 banger, home run, win a sponge ball. So I guess there's different type of merchants that would use these to either give away, sell as prizes. But again, I don't believe this is an actual hand cut card. I believe it's part of the 1928, the Harringtons issues and so forth. So kind of just interesting, but really cool Lou Gehrig here. Now this one here is definitely a strip card. It's the 1928 W565. This is my highest graded strip card. And this is in a an SGC 9. Believe it or not, a strip card in a 9 here. So perfectly cut. And strip cards, the way they grade these things, most of them are going to be authentic if it doesn't meet the size requirements. To get a number grade, you're going to need to have it cut outside of the dotted borders, or at least on the dotted borders, to get a grade. Now on this particular set, it was a 50 card set, but only 4 baseball players were in the set, one of them being, of course, Lou Gehrig here. There's 25 cards to a sheet. You would have actors, boxers, 25 of the one sheet of the 25 cards would be in red. The other 25 cards were in black. On the back here, you're going to see a colored back. Kind of cool. So this is the 1928 W565. Next, this one here, these are very common. The 1926 W512s, and this is a Lou Gehrig in a 2.5 here, BVG. These prices have really gone up for Babe Ruth cards, but fairly common. Another one I have here is the W512 Tris Speaker. And another thing about this particular card, what's interesting, it says ex-manager down here. And he was accused by Ban Johnson, the American League president, of throwing a game, fixing a game. And so he was a player manager for Cleveland. And Cleveland. And then the next year he was Landis, the commissioner, reinstated him, and he ended up being a player the next year for Washington. So just kind of interesting that it says ex-manager here of the Cleveland. This one here is a 1920 W516 of Grover and Cleveland Alexander. Totally underrated and pre-war. Does not have a T206 or T205. Probably one of the reasons why he's underrated. This one's, God, the color's fantastic on this one. This one does have a trademark on it. Down here, small trademark. And it's the International, if I can remember this, the International something. International something trademark. And the person who owned this particular company was William Randolph Hearst, the newspaper mogul. And he started this company in 1912, I believe. And the first thing he started was with syndicating comic strips. So he also produced baseball cards. William Randolph Hearst, who was again known for Hearst Castle, the San Francisco Chronicle, and so on. So kind of interesting. This one does have a trademark on it. Let's see what else I have here. I have another common one is the W51551 of Ty Cobb here. Beautiful card. And you can see most of these are pretty similar, you know, same kind of shape, little different from the W517 pictures of Ruth and Gehrig, but again, these are going to be on a sheet in which you would physically cut them out. Either a merchant or the customer would cut these out. So very tough to find in any kind of grade. I also have the W551 of Walter Johnson. Now this one here is basically was designed to be a deck of cards, as you can see here. So this was a 64 card set, 32 in black, 32 in red. Just kind of interesting type of strip card. And the rarest one I have, believe it or not, and these are really expensive, is the 1916, 1920 Big Heads. 1960, 1920 Big Heads. A Babe Ruth, authentic Babe Ruth, recently went for like $14,000. These are kind of tough to find. When you do find them, they're very expensive. This is of Home Run Baker here. Kind of interesting. My wife's a teacher, and it looks like one of her students basically drew these pictures. Definitely crude type pictures, but Home Run Baker. So really cool to have this one in my collection. Always want to trying to basically get one of everything. Going to be a lifelong, dream to do that. Never going to complete it, but one of each issue, one of each set, process. From pre-war on up, it's going to be a slow process process and a very expensive one. So, hey, John Mangini, knock it off. Knock it off. It's about the cards, not what kind of collection you have. Hey, thanks for watching. This is Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. Bye.